rasmi uwanja huu kufunguliwa na Mheshimiwa Rais wa Jamhuri yetu ya Kenya, akiwa pia mkuu
Mukae hapo tu. We, mukae hapo mahali muko.
Weka hapa. Abiria hapo.
Ngoja bwana. Mimi msituko hapa.
So let's clap, ladies and gentlemen.
Please give it a good clap as the governor comes and takes.
Very much. Now the flowers.
Members who have come with the skyward right from Wilson Airport to the Kakamega. Thank you very much. Feel most welcome.
Yeah, my name is Alex Gitari, Managing Director, Kenya Airports Authority. Very delighted to be in Kakamega Airstrip today. The question earlier that was asked about the Deputy President being expected here, I would just like to clarify that the Deputy President was with us and he launched this flight at Wilson Airport this morning. So he has blessed us with that process. Now, regarding the issue of land acquisition, there's a very elaborate process that is laid out in law as to how land is acquired for purposes of development projects like expanding the airstrip here. So, His Excellency the President was here last week, and he did direct that the county government avails the land that is required for expansion. That process inevitably will involve NLC when it comes to matters of compensation and all that. So I would be discussing with His Excellency the Governor to see how we can support the county government in that process. But I know that NLC will actively get involved. So yes, with the directive having been issued last week, we will just be beginning now to go flat out to realize that vision. It is not taxation, it is landing and parking fees. And His Excellency directed that KEA considers waiving that. We will definitely be extending that as an incentive to air operators who wish to carry out their operations through this airport. So we'll extend that to Skyward. They are the first ones who have commenced their operations, and any other operator that wishes to do the same. So we'll be extending. I may not have the figure right on my hands, but it ranges between $50 to $100 per landing. So depending again on the size of the aircraft. Yeah. 1.2 kilometers long and 23 meters wide. You can see it has landed an aircraft which is Q100. Now, in terms of the land requirements for expansion, and consistent with what His Excellency directed last week, we are going to give options to the county government so that they tell us how much do they want the runway extended up to, and depending on the airport that they envisage. In our estimation, will be anywhere between 100 to 200 acres, but it will ultimately depend on the length that we shall be extending, so that we ultimately give this airport. I would just like to clarify that the Deputy President was with us, and he launched this flight at Wilson Airport this morning. So he has blessed us with that process. Now, regarding the issue of land acquisition, there's a very elaborate process that is laid out in law as to how land is acquired for purposes of development projects like expanding the airstrip here. So His Excellency the President was here last week, and he did direct that the county government avails the land that is required for expansion. That process inevitably will involve NLC when it comes to matters of compensation and all that. So I would be discussing with His Excellency the Governor to see how we can support the county government in that process.
It is not only Kakamega we'll be flying to. We fly to many other destinations, and we do daily flights. So it will not just be for the festive season. We know there is capacity here, and we'll be coming every day.
What's the schedule time?
10 leaving Nairobi, 10:45 Kakamega, 20-30 minutes on ground, then back to Nairobi. So it's about 6,000 shillings one way. We do Eldoret, we do Lodwar, we do Mombasa, Lamu, Malindi, Diani, yes, and now Kakamega.
Deputy President was to come today. I don't know if you've received any communication why he was not able to make it.
He had other engagements, especially now that the President is not in town, so he had to take care of other scheduled meetings and government business. First, the reason why commercial flights were not coming here is because the runway was short, so it could not take aircraft this size, Dash 8 and the like. We could only use caravans, and those are not economical when you're doing scheduled flights because you'll just be carrying 10 people.
This is a very big milestone for the county and the Western region at large because it's going to open up tourism. So I want to take this opportunity to invite all other flights that now Kakamega. We are welcoming all the other commercial flights to land here and call upon our sons and daughters now to invest at home. We now have a very accessible means of transport. This being a festive season, you can always take 45 minutes from Wilson Airport to Kakamega, courtesy of Skyward Express. And for me, I also want to take this opportunity to call upon our neighboring landowners, as promised last week, to facilitate the expansion of this airstrip so that it becomes an airport.